And happy new moon in Sagittarius, our last one of the year, here with a full solar eclipse. Woohoo! So I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about the archetype of Sagittarius and these eclipses so that we can get the theme just right and really use this bridge point of Sag to carry us through the threshold of the new year. Sagittarius is our sign bridging fall and winter. It is going into the darkest part of the dark half of the year, so very yin there. Yet Sagittarius is a masculine fire sign. So we've got a little tension, right? Darkest yin, super fiery, masculine Sag. Sagittarius has inherent tension. According to Hellenistic astrology, Sagittarius is what we call a double-bodied sign, a mutable sign, and so that means double-bodied. It holds, it embodies part of the sign previous, Scorpio, and part of the sign ahead, Capricorn, and it feels the tension between this Scorpio water, very emotional and deep internal calling, and Capricorn very responsible, following a methodical path to get us out of the darkest part. So another part of the tension in Sag. So we hear a lot of stereotypes about Sagittarius, likes to get wild and party and let go and travel and find the truth. Some of that, sure, yes. Let's see. What can I say about this Sagittarius? Well, it's ruled by Jupiter and the god Zeus. So Zeus has many sides too, if you are familiar with that archetype. And then we've got the centaur. So let's think horse body, animal body, wild, unknown, that feminine, instinctual part, wild and free horse body compared with the human, half animal, half logical, analytical, rational minded humans. So there we go, have more of this tension. So it's not all fun and games for Sag, right? If we're really feeling the tension as a Sagittarius. So what is a quality, to really hold on to pull out, to balance this tension? And Sagittarius is related to the energy of redemption and of commitment. So in this darkest part of the year, what can we commit to? And I think we're all hoping to really refine our commitments moving into the new year here. I haven't always been a huge fan of the Gregorian calendar. There's witches' new year, there's astrological new year. But this makes a lot of sense to me in that we're going to the darkest of the dark right now. And then just after solstice, of course, we come back to the light. So I like that it lines up in that way. So, Sag getting the lessons out of this last year as the last sign, wanting to embody those lessons. So similarly to Sag is this energy of the eclipses, in which it's thought that the nodes of the moon at the time of the eclipse have occurred in these same, in the same geometrical form back in between May of 2003 and November of 2004. And so if we go back to that time, and we're going to do a little yoga to take us back to this time, May 2003 to November 2004, and then there's a thematical stopping point, September 2012 to March 2014. So if you can link together that 2, 3, and 4 time with this 2012, 2014 time to now, there might be a theme. And this theme might be one of redemption, one of recommitting maybe something got in the way and broke those commitments, or you went down into some kind of darker spiral where it was hard to push through, or you just want to make sure you've got those lessons and really use them as a launching off point as we're in this huge threshold place with the eclipse and the new moon and coming into the new year soon. So I'm going to offer us a little yoga practice that helped me as I was practicing before I came here, just freestyling. I'm hoping I'm making some sense for you, and I'm going to jump back onto my mat, but you do not need a yoga mat to do these simple standing poses with intention that we rewind maybe through this year, getting the lessons and rewinding through this eclipse series. So stand it up, back it up. Let's see what we can do together. And just give yourself a nice, wide, comfortable stance. And settle in, rooting down, bringing the breath to rise up. And within this polarity point that we're at now, let's find center. Breathe into your center. Let's breathe into our commitment. Breathe into this light of Sagittarius, the fiery light within the darkest dark right now. Bend the legs, soften into that animal self. Rise through the crown up into that logical self. And then I want to do head circles, and I want us to roll the head around the left shoulder as a backwarding, spiraling motion. You're going to go back in time, back through the year, just sweeping out, clearing up, gathering lessons to package into phases and themes. All right, just the one direction as we spiral back, and then through the heart chakra, can we spiral? Looks like I'm going all over the place. Try and get that rib cage loose, spiral. Lift the heart, pull the ribs to the left, pull the heart to the back of the body, spiraling, breathing. These spirals taking us back to pick up any gifts, to honor any challenges left in 2012, 2014, between that September and March, spiraling back and pausing with that movement, and then spiraling into the hips, the lower chakras. Round you go to the left, hula hooping out, spiraling back and back and back, gently, without the need to process, just the need to pick up. All the way back to between May 2003 and November 2004. Good. And we'll pause the hips and take it into the knees. Can cup the kneecaps. Bend into the ankles, bend into the knees, and spiral, 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 spiral around. Another astrological thing we've got going on right now is a lot of tension between Saturn and Uranus. One foot on the gas, one foot on the brake. So you might be feeling that in your knees. Let's get them lubricated. And back up to the hips, and through the heart, and around with the head, until you find yourself, you might find yourself eyes closed. Here in the doorway, this funnel of the past open and cleared, nice hallway to look through, to sort through, to pull off those hooks within the hall, anything that will benefit you now. Coming up to the present moment, feeling your body in this beautiful archway, in this doorway, in this threshold, like the World card. You can even bend into a goddess pose, feeling this open door energy right here at the precipice of great change. Standing up, and see now if you might just find a new commitment. Sagittarius, the qualities of commitment. What would you like to commit to now? I'm going to pull a quick card, see if I might say a little more about the commitment energy that's on the plate for us, you, me, right now. I'm just going to go ahead and, even though I have so many decks, grab my hay, my Louise hay, pull a card. This fiery light, inspiration, lessons learned, redemptive commitment to carry us through. We have, I am willing to let go. I believe a lot of us will be willing to let go of this last year. It's been a rough one, I know, from working with people. I relate others to experience whatever is meaningful to them. Okay, here we go. I release others to experience whatever is meaningful to them, and I am free to create that which is meaningful to me. Yes, finding those commitments that are yours and nobody else's, and honoring that others have commitments to themselves that are none of our business. What else was I gonna say? Thanks for tuning in. I hope I've made a little sense. I guess I'm quite tongue twisted. Again, I'm Nicole Coombs. I am an astrologer. I'm really excited to be helping people in the new year, looking at natal charts, transit aspects, the big ones of the year. We're definitely in a major stepping through point this year. So if you need any help looking at where this new moon is falling in your chart, for example, mine is falling in the house of resources, my money and others' money. So of course, it's a time that I would love to do some business in a committed way that honors my commitment to serving astrology through a soul-inspired outlook. Namaste.